Welcome to tea time. This is T.
Tomiwa, and this is E.
Elijah.
Welcome back to our channel. We hope you enjoyed the last video, which was talking about the blessing that is our new home. We mentioned that we were going to talk about what preceded moving into our new home. Yeah, it's been I was thinking about this year. I was actually thinking earlier about how 2022 was the best year ever because it's when Elijah proposed to me.
Yeah.
It's when I graduated. It's when Elijah graduated.
Yeah.
It's when one of my brothers graduated. It's
graduation.
when we got married. It's when we went Paphos as well.
For
our honeymoon. And it was just a wonderful year. And then it's when I shaved my hair.
Yeah.
Dyed it blonde.
Yeah.
And then flew to Paris on New Year's Day. So, yeah.
Can't top that.
Yeah, it was a great year. But then I was thinking 2023 was also one of the best years ever because we went on basically 5 holidays.
I don't know what we were thinking.
And then I was also thinking about how this year's also been the best year ever because we've been on holidays.
Go 2024.
We've been to Nigeria.
Yeah.
We've been on another holiday, I feel.
Well, we went to Wales.
Oh, that was for our 2-year anniversary. I feel like I've been on a plane 3 times this year.
You went to Copenhagen.
I went to Copenhagen.
Yeah.
That was it. We started in Lanzarote.
Oh yeah, we did start the year in Lanzarote.
Yeah, we started abroad. So
I still get like dreams and flashbacks about Lanzarote.
It was such a good holiday.
Yeah, we should go back.
Gosh.
We should definitely go back.
We need to. And then obviously to top up 2024 already is we have our own place. So yeah, it's been a blessed year. Every year is just the best year ever.
Yeah, it has been. Well, should we cheers to that?
Cheers to that. Cheers to every year being the best year ever.
Cool. And if you haven't already, grab yourself a cup of tea. We've got our pucker range back, so let me grab...
Oh, sorry.
Tommy's got the box. So yeah, we got our pucker range back. Who gave this to us again? Was it Lizzie?
You know who gave it to us.
Yeah, it was Lizzie. Who might even ask it?
Oh
Shout out to Lizzie. And today, we are drinking from it's the Feel New range.
Ooh.
Which is this one here. And it is a clean fusion of aniseed, fennel, and cardamom. I love saying cardamom.
We obviously have had this before because this is only one left now.
Yeah, we've had this quite a few times. It seems. This is the last one in the box.
Must be good.
But yeah, let's give this a taste again. See how it tastes it. I put honey in yours.
Rightly so. Can I taste yours? Because your face told me everything.
You know how like salt heightens the flavour.
Brings out the flavour. That's what honey does for it.
Yeah, pretty much. You know, when God said you'll be going to a land
filled with milk and flowing with milk and honey.
Yeah.
This is not the life he wanted for you.
You didn't envision this from his words.
This is not the blessing.
No. This wasn't what he was talking about.
This was the punishment. This was the trial.
No,
this was the trial.
you can't say that. You can't say that. It's still good.
No, it actually is. I think drinking it after drinking this one.
Yeah.
Not great. If anything, I feel like the residual honey helped me. Yeah.
Well, to be fair, I went to the dentist today.
Oh my gosh, yeah, how did it go?
Yeah, it went well. The dentist said my teeth were good.
Oh, that's good.
My gums were fine. He was like, have you got an electric toothbrush? I was like, yeah, I've got an electric toothbrush.
Oh, you can tell?
No. Because he always asks me, but every time he asks me, you know when you feel that little bit of guilt?
Pressure, like, so he finally got the electric toothbrush.
So I've got one now. But I was in and out 10 minutes. Literally, he's like, your teeth are fine.
That is my goal. I've got a sweet tooth, so every time they're like, oh, you need a filling. I'm like, please, I'm tired.
Leave me alone.
I'm tired. My bank account's tired. I don't want any more. So I need to actually just reduce my sugar intake. I'm trying. I am
you
trying.
You have. Yesterday. Tell them what you did yesterday, Tom.
Oh, yeah. See, let me show you the brand. I have a problem. So what we have here is Le Petit Chocolate from, I don't know if it's literally just called LU, from the LU bakery. And these are, honestly, I think one of my...
I'm not denying them. They are elite.
Okay,
they are elite.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I went to Sainsbury's. So they had this there, so again from the LU bakery. This one's called Le Petit Beurre. I'm guessing that's maybe French for butter. Never tried these before. Now see, here's where the problem comes in. They had these on offer for £1. They also had these on offer for £1. So I thought for £1, considering how they're usually over £2 per packet. So I thought, let me try something new. Big problem. I've got a new love. These are If you see these in any store...
I love the way you're trying to justify this. This is
No,
incredible.
no, they're so good.
They are good.
They are so good. They're probably terrible for my teeth and my belly.
Probably.
But he tried it, and he tried to act like he wasn't enjoying the experience. He had the first bite of it, and then he was like...
No, correction. What was it?
What was it?
I ate the first one. I was like, let me give over. Take me biscuits.
Now you're probably looking at these 2 packets and thinking, why is Elijah saying that she's got a problem? What you don't see are the other 2 packets of these
that are hidden.
That are hidden away. So I left the store with...
I guarantee we will finish all 3 packets by next week. I can bet money on that.
Just because of that, and because I'm a defiant person, I'm going to say by the time we've recorded the next video, we won't have finished the rest of the packs.
All right.
So we're going to record on Saturday. We're going to record in 2 days' time. You see me gorging myself on They are one of my weaknesses. These are, whenever I see them on offer, I just... What's the word when you like, is it bulk buy? I buy bare of them.
You treat it like Costco.
Literally. They're so good.
There we are.
The Lou Bakery or the LU Bakery.
Little plug there.
These, both of these.
Top 10. Top 10.
But yeah, enough about food and teas and all of that, as much as I can talk about food into time. Why are we here today? What are we discussing today? What's on the agenda, Mr. Giradel?
Your boy went to Nigeria. You should be proud of me.
Is that why you were in the Queen?
I returned home. So for those who don't know...
Why are you acting like...
I'm 48% Nigerian.
Yes.
And I'm a proud eagle.
Eagle? Oh,
yeah. Yeah, I'm a proud eagle. You know, I had to look at Tom just to get the confirmation, you know. But yeah.
That's the nickname of the Nigerian team. The
Flying Eagles? Super Eagles. Can we cut that out?
No, keep that in.
Yeah.
You see that 48%, that 52% just showed it. So man, I'm shaking, I'm sorry, carry on.
But yeah, we went to Nigeria. But before we even touch foot in Nigeria, we had to get to Nigeria.
We had to get to touching foot in Nigeria. You had to get to thinking about touching Nigeria.
Well, I feel as though the process in itself, I won't lie, guys, I was detached from it. This is my honesty moment. And my honesty moment is that Tomo did basically all the stuff to get us to Nigeria.
And by that, he means I was the one who suffered.
yeah, pretty much. But I was there, holding her hand.
You were very supportive.
Very supportive.
Before we get into it,
yeah.
How would you describe the process of just getting to Nigeria?
Dreadful. Anybody that's ever got to Nigeria, I applaud you because...
Without a Nigerian passport.
That's it. Without a Nigerian passport, that's an Olympic sport. I tell you that for free. It's an Olympic sport. Because the whole process in itself was so long-winded.
Yeah.
It was backwards.
Yeah. You look disgusted.
I felt as though, the stereotypes, right? Going to Nigeria. Or, I'm going to leave that there. The stereotypes that go into Nigeria. And they all came true.
I'm done.
They all came true. But it didn't take away, because we'll talk about it, Nigeria itself. Actually being in Nigeria, beautiful country. Again, the stereotypes, I can say, as an Omo Caribbean.
Omo Caribbean! I love it!
As an Omo Caribbean.
Just to clarify, Omo we're pronouncing it wrong because I didn't get taught Yoruba and Elijah's only 48% Nigerian.
Why am I taking myself in the third person?
Did I just say I didn't get taught Nigerian?
To be fair, I said...
Oh, did I say Yoruba?
Oh my word.
Did I say Nigerian?
Well, the receipts are there. I think you did,
I think I did.
Keep that in.
No, you can cut that. I meant Yoruba. Oh my gosh. Why did I say that? I think I was thinking, no, there's no excuse. I actually don't know why. I've never in my life, anyway, I never got taught Yoruba, so I can understand it. So for those of you wondering why Elijah's saying Omo Caribbean, it's because that's what the Nigerian uncles and aunties were calling him.
It's my new name.
Which means child of the Caribbean. Because obviously Elijah is. We say obviously, if you are new here, Elijah is actually Caribbean. So.
Where am I from specifically, Tomo?
I don't know.
No, you should know.
No, why would I know that?
You're married. So where am I from?
It's not important. It's not Nigeria, so I don't need to know. I'm joking.
She knows half of where I'm from.
So Elijah is from St. Lucia and Dominica. I still to this day, for some reason, keep getting Dominica and Dominican Republic mixed up. So every time Dominican Republic, I'm like, and then Elijah sees me, he just cuts me a look. I'm just like,
Cuts me a look. What do you think this is? I'm just chopping you down.
no, but you just look at me like, you can see I'm about to get excited for you, and then I know he just gives me a look before I embarrass myself to be like, wrong Dominica.
It's okay. It's all that I love.
Yeah.
But yeah, as you said, and as you asked me actually, the process of getting to Nigeria was just arduous.
Yeah.
That's the best
it
way
wasn't
to.
the one.
No, it wasn't.
What we're going to try and do is summarize the process of getting to Nigeria. We want to keep these episodes short and sweet so that by the time you finish your cup of tea, if you're drinking tea, it's already done.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Things must get done. Do you know what I mean? So how to summarize the Nigerian process? Just to put into comparison, I have been to India many years ago.
Yeah.
I think the process may still be the same. But you basically just fill in like an online form, I think. I think you put in your passport number so they can check it on their end. A photo to like say that it's you. And then I think they take about 48, 72 hours to review your visa application. Then you get your visa back. I can't remember if it was so long ago. It was either electronically or through the post or something, I don't know. And then you take it with you or it's attached to your passport. I can't remember the specifics. All I remember, it was very straightforward. I did it within like an hour or so once I sat down to do it. Bish bash bosh, I was able to get in and out of India, no problems.
And that was years ago.
That was...
When you say years ago, how long?
It would have been... We've been together for 6?
Yeah, 6
7
years.
6?
Yeah, 6 to 7. This is our 7th.
We're in our 7th year now.
Yeah.
So more than 7 years ago. Way more than 7 years ago.
And that was the process back then.
So it would have been at least 8 years ago.
Okay.
Nigeria said...
Online who?
They said ease why. So with Nigeria, I think I've compartmentalized. With Nigeria, I should have got the list up ready. With Nigeria, the process is as if they are trying to stop people running into the country and never leaving again. And I love being Nigerian. I love visiting Nigeria to see my family. But of all the countries one would run away to, the visa process doesn't make sense to me. Maybe someone can enlighten me, because we had to get each a letter of invitation from someone in Nigeria to say that they're inviting us there and to confirm where we'd be living for the entirety of our stay. We had to print off 3 months worth of stamped bank statements. So Elijah had to wait for his bank to send it to him through the post. I had to go in person to the bank to go and get it stamped. Even the cashier was like, "Are you sure?" I was like, "No, it actually has to be stamped. I can't just ask for it."
The fact that the cashier is saying, "Are you sure?"
We each in a living crisis,
500.
had to show that we had £500 just chilling in our current accounts.
Who has £500 just chilling in their current account?
So on top of paying for the flights and all the money to spend there, I have to show that when I give you this letter, that it can show that I've had £500, that's what's in my listen. On top of that, we then had to go and, because apparently our passport photos on our own faces aren't enough, we then had to go and print off some more photos of ourselves. So we had to go take pictures again, because I don't know why our passport photos and our actual faces weren't enough of a qualification to say this is who we are. We had to then go and get more photos of ourselves. And there was something else. Was that it?
You had to go to the post office, right? To get...
Oh my gosh. We had to go to the post office to get like a postal order or something. So that's to say we had to pay for the envelope that they will send our passports and visas back into. Now we should have known, but to be fair, backstory. Getting to Nigeria within 3 weeks. So we weren't going to go. My cousin was getting married. We knew about 3 months beforehand when the specific date was, but for us, it wasn't enough time to save up for Nigeria, plan everything, So we were like, can't make it, but my mum's going, so she'd represent the family. A bit later after that, we found out that my grandma on my dad's side wasn't feeling very well. I haven't been to Nigeria in 8 years. And I thought, I don't want the next time I see my grandma to not be when she's like alive and well type of thing. So we made a decision. And I had never met either of my grandmas before. So we made a decision, listen, money comes, money goes. Family, once they're gone, they're gone. So we decided 3 weeks before my mum was leaving, 3 weeks before everyone was going to get there, we're also going to join. Which is why it was such a stressful experience.
But even before that,
Oh yeah.
we had been invited by my mum to go to St. Lucia. And if anyone knows someone, she's been harking on about wanting to go to St. Lucia for the longest.
Because why am I married to St. Lucian?
And not
Why
being able
would
to
I
experience-
marry a St. Lucian
and
and
being able
then
to go to
not
St.
enjoy
Lucia?
the
I get it.
fruits
100%.
of St. Lucia?
100%.
Like,
I completely understand. I
I'm
get
just
it.
seeing my colleagues go to St. Lucia before me, and I'm the one who's married into St. Lucian family.
Anyways.
My children,
Our
a
children.
quarter, are going to be my children. Are going to be a quarter Lucian, and you still haven't taken me there.
I like the fact you said Quarter Lucian. That was cool. But anyways, the opportunity presented itself. We could have gone to St. Lucia. But even before that, Tom and I had said, because we had been on 5 holidays
Yeah.
the year before,
We said we need to relax.
we've dubbed
chill.
it the year of discipline. I think that's what we said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're laughing because it just...
3 holidays later.
So we said we're not going to go on any holidays, or we're not going to go to St. Lucia, which was difficult to say no to because anyone that knows the Caribbean knows St. Lucia, beautiful island.
Yeah.
I love St. Lucia. We used to go every year as a family during the 6 weeks holiday. We've got a home there. It is like a third home. Third home.
First time of
So yeah, so I told my mum we're not going to go, and we said we weren't going to go anywhere. Then
We were contemplating, like you said, we were contemplating St. Lucia. Something just told us, even though we technically could have afforded it, it was year of discipline, and the amount, we were like, it's pushing it too much. If it was a bit cheaper, then we would have been like, under discipline, let's go. But we didn't.
Yeah.
It turns out, when we bought the tickets for Nigeria, the amount we would have spent going to St. Lucia is the amount that we needed to get to Nigeria.
which is crazy to think.
Again, you guys who don't believe in God, you can say coincidence. As for me and my husband,
We serve the Lord.
we serve the Lord who guides us and
Yeah.
gets us through anyway. So we bought the tickets. I've obviously just listed everything that we needed to do. Oh yeah, that was another thing. So on top of getting a letter of invitation, the person in Nigeria also needs to send a scanned copy of their own passport as well to me. So we had to print it off ×2. So it's like letter of invitation, 3 months of stamped bank statements, new photos.
Yeah.
There was something else, the postal order, which cost us £70
Yes, because we had to do express.
because we did express, because we were flying on the Wednesday, leaving Bristol on the Tuesday, but our interview wasn't until the Wednesday before.
yeah.
And so they said express is like 2 to 3 days, something like that.
I feel like it was 2 to 5 because then the non-express was 5 to 7.
Yeah, I think 2 to 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 to 5.
Yeah.
Oh dear. So paid for
and pay for the actual. Visa
Oh yeah, the
application.
actual visa. Oh my gosh, it
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
oh my gosh. I completely forgot.
Yeah.
This is what I mean by I've compartmentalized.
Uh-huh.
The actual visa application was like south of £300.
Yeah.
It was between £200 and £300 each. Each for each of us. On top of showing that we had £500 in our account
Each.
and on top of paying for the postal order
Each.
to get it back. Cool. Get everything. There's a story behind this actually about how like God confirming that everything would be fine. But anyway, we prayed off everything, double, triple checked everything, put up in our little like the plastic wallets. We booked a meeting in the Nigerian High Commission, or it's not the High Commission anymore, but it's like a building
Yeah.
associated with it. I don't know, Elijah, if you want to go over what that experience was.
All right, so we touch base in London. We go to this High Commissioner's place. Don't know what I was expecting. But when we got there, it wasn't what I was expecting. So outside of the High Commissioner's place, whatever you want to call it, there was these 2 uncles, right? And these 2 uncles were there, stood with like the authority, and before we could enter the building, they were like, can you show us your documents? So I had mine in my own little like plastic folder
Yeah,
thing.
we both had it separate, yeah.
Both had it separate, right? So we hand it over to these 2 uncles. Bear in mind, we're outside on the high street. Bit weird.
With the little royal robe thing.
Yeah, literally. So that was there
my
as well.
gosh.
So these uncles are literally going through our documents. They give Tom the green light, like, yep, you're all good. Then it comes to me, and what was it again? Was it my...
Your bank statements, which you
That
left
was
in
it.
the envelope just so that it doesn't get...
This man was like, what is this? Like he
He
seemed...
was like, no, he was like, you're missing
Yeah,
something.
that was it, yeah. You're missing the bank statements. the bank statements.
That were in the, like,
They're
it's
in the envelope.
Like, you gave everything over.
I literally gave everything. All that was left for me to do was give him my birth certificate, my national insurance number. Like, I felt as though we gave everything that we possibly could, because we were just like, we want to make sure. So I kept it in the envelope, because naturally, if you keep something in an envelope, you know it's in there and it's safe.
Just remind me, we also had to send a print of proof of our airline tickets as well.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
sorry, carry on.
Yeah. These two uncles, they gave us both the green light at the end, eventually. And we were just thinking to ourselves, that's it. That's the... Which, I won't lie, I was a little irked by, because I was thinking, we went through all that trouble just for these two uncles, just to be like, flick, 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 all sorted. But then, no. They then said to us, you can go in now. So that was like the pre-interview stage.
Yeah.
So we got through, we then go and sit down, and then we go into this room, and there's three, what would you call them, like officers? Whatever you want to call them.
It's like booths.
Yeah, three booths with three people in each booth. And they're quite young, weren't they?
Like, our age is not a bit younger, maybe.
A bit younger. So we go and sit down. We go and sit down. The room was gloomy as well, wasn't it? It wasn't welcoming.
They even, to give you the vibe, so you know where there's like electric sockets, someone had gone through the effort of saying, do not charge your phone here. Like, I started this with, like, say I was low on battery, they've gone out of their way to say, don't use our electricity. That's the kind of energy these people were giving.
Yeah. So we sit down. There's a few people before us. Bless you.
Excuse me, thank you.
A few people before us. If I remember rightly, was there a woman that... No, someone was lead. No.
Someone had forgotten her postal
Someone had forgotten their postal order, whatever it was, right? And did the guy call her back?
So someone had done.
Yeah.
So he kept calling a number.
That was it, like number 27.
That was person. He was like, I've just gone.
Yeah,
so he called the wrong number out, basically.
Oh, but this guy, honestly, you know when people say like they don't like their job?
He hates it.
This man
hates his job.
His job. And bear in mind, he's like in his early 20s easily.
Yeah.
Probably his first job.
I don't know.
I don't even know.
For you to be that angry on your first job in your early 20s.
Yeah. That's what sets the tone, right? We've got this guy, he's just not the happiest, not in the best mood, clearly. Fragile, I'd say. So we get called up, and long and behold, who do we have? This guy. This guy is the person that's gonna be looking for our documents. And so we're already a bit on edge, because we're thinking to ourselves like,
oh, hope everything's fine.
Just want to make sure all is okay. Tom was first, right? And like, I feel as though it's best for you to just tell it. Like, did he just
So I hand everything over in this plastic wallet, because we're feeling like good about themselves. I'm like, hi, how are you? This guy's just like...
Yeah, and you're a very upbeat character as well. You know what I mean? When you meet people for the first time, which I think is a normal thing.
Do you know, I think, because I don't hate life.
Exactly.
And I don't hate people.
Exactly.
So I'm naturally inclined, as most people are, to just like, hey, how are you? You good? Then again, another thing I just remembered, we were in London. And Londoners are different. Londoners are different. But anyway, I hand over this plastic wallet full of my stuff. He's like dashing everything out. And one of the things that I put in mine was our marriage certificate.
That was it, yeah.
Because I just like, legally my surname's changed. Obviously my passport has my maiden surname. I just wanted to cover all bases. Why did the man chuck?
You don't need that.
How dare you chuck my marriage certificate back at me? Do you know how special this piece of paper is? And you're just chucking it like it's scrap paper. This is evidence that I have my husband that I've legally married, and you're chucking it back at me.
And the thing is, I knew someone was vexed, because I remember you just looked at me. You gave me that, you know that look where you just looked to the side like, is this man for real? And I had to be like the loving husband. You know, the hand on the lid. Just to be like, babe, it's okay. We're going to get through this. And hopefully we'll get through this without having to cause any casualties.
Oh my gosh.
So that happened. So we're setting the tone there. This guy was literally in a mood.
I mean, I don't know why marriage makes you angry, but okay. So then we'd obviously printed, like I mentioned before, we had to print off extra photos, even though we were with our passports and our actual faces, which matched the photos in our passports. We then also had to give them another picture of us. This guy, we hadn't cut them, which in hindsight probably should have.
No, but even so.
No, in hindsight we should have. That's not to justify him chucking scissors at us.
Yeah.
I said, sir, you're trying to kill me now. I didn't say that.
Just
I didn't say that.
You just looked at me
I
again,
thought that.
and I went, and I gripped your leg and said, "We'll get through this. Don't worry."
Like, why are you trying to cause harm?
Yeah.
So I think he chucked them at me. I cut them and I got lashes. I was like, cut it now, but this guy says something to you.
Before he cuts us.
Do you know what I mean? And I think we gave the scissors back. And there was something he chucked back at us again. This guy was just dashing things to the point. I can't remember if it was the marriage certificate or some bank statements. He chucked something back at us and now it fell on the floor. Or it was the scissors that fell on the floor. Something fell on the floor.
Yeah.
So the point he was like, oh, sorry. And we were just like, are you not seeing yourself? Are you actually not seeing yourself right now? Because what is the reason?
Yeah. And then it got up to a point, right, where, bear in mind, as we said, there was 3 of them, including this guy. The 2 others, they weren't like him, I would say. And was it the girl that came and touched his head?
So, so eventually we went to have to do like some biometric stuff.
Yeah.
And we went back, and I think even his colleagues were picking up like, you're doing too much. Like, it's not okay. So they were like doing that thing, like she grabbed his head and she was like this because he's being like, you're doing like relax. And he's trying like, oh, I thought, don't pee me off. Like, we were just like, why are you so aggressive? All we've done is come to try and get our visa to get to Nigeria, and you're moving like we killed your pet fish. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But even his colleague, I think one of his colleagues, the guy was like, relax.
Yeah.
He literally said, chill, relax. Like, he was moving mad. But anyway, we got through that horrific experience. And he was like, yeah, it should be with you. This was on Wednesday. We paid extra money for Express. I can't remember off the top of my dome. On top of everything else, and he was like, it should be with you on like Friday or Saturday.
I remember him saying Saturday was ringing in my head. I was
Saturday.
Because we were both like,
oh, that's perfect. That's like more than enough time.
Yeah. Saturday came and went.
Yeah, Monday came and went.
And
Tuesday came. Tuesday, the day that we were getting on a coach to get to Heathrow and fly Wednesday morning. Yeah,
that was a stressful time.
That was a stressful time.
Yeah, I'm just remembering what actually happened because
I think you disconnected. Yeah, you disconnected.
I was like, I got work to do. This thing will return when it needs to. I remember you were checking like frantically, like, where is it? Post Saturday, where is it? To the point, weren't you going to go to London at some point? Yeah. So someone was going to go to London to the embassy itself to go pick up our passports with the visas because it came to Monday and we just didn't have anything. No confirmation.
Nothing was updating
from
there was
Royal Mail.
Yeah.
To say,
not even Royal Mail. The actual website
to
say that it's been sent over to who's going to authorize it and then sent back and nothing was updating. So Saturday we were like, cool, okay, Monday can still come. Monday obviously came and went. Oh, Monday came and went. And we've got to go.
So we're going to leave this episode here, but we'll finish up with what actually happened and then actually Nigeria too. So shall we close off?
We're going to close off because we're terrible timekeepers. But you'll find out if, when, how we got our visa.
Here we go. All right, take care.
Bye.